Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to your September 2023 singles reading. If you are single looking for new love, this is the reading for you. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. Let's have a look and see what we've got for you guys in the month of September. New love, please, for Cancer. What do we need to know? First off, we actually do have on September 3rd, Venus going direct in the sign of Leo. This is awesome. Thank you. Awesome energy because, of course, Venus has been in retrograde since the end of July. So it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride for some people. So this is where things get a little bit easier. If you've been trying to figure out how to meet new people, you might all of a sudden open some doors there. If you've been only meeting people that just want to have a little bit of a fling, or maybe just some connections, or just kind of starting and then just disappearing, right, and being ghosted, that kind of thing, then this is where things may have a little bit more opportunity and a chance to stick, rather than just, disappear into the middle of nowhere. Ultimately, you've got some really good karma coming your way with the Justice card here, restoring balance and harmony in your life. But I also do feel that the universe is operating in your favor to bring you someone who is honest, truthful, and somebody that you really do deserve with that Justice card. Keep in mind, though, with the Justice card there at the bottom of the deck, there may be somebody who is dealing with some legalities, some legal issues. It could be you. It could be a person coming in for you. And this needs to be resolved before they show up in the main body of your reading. So remember, when we do have the energy that's being activated in the month of September, for some of you, this is a time of harvest, things coming to fruition. For others of you, it's an activation for you, and it's going to play out over the next up to 6 months. It sometimes takes, right? It just depends on your personal circumstances, but it's actually looking really good so far. We have self-love coming in. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Of course it is. Love begins internally. Love begins with you. In order to attract love, be love, embrace love, give love, project that love out into the world. Show yourself a little bit of love, right? And this is, amplifying and magnifying your energy, and the energy that you put out is what you do attract back. So take care of numero uno first. Some of you are turning inwards this month, and you are showing yourself a little bit more love and kindness, and maybe you're going to treat yourself to something. You might get a new haircut. Maybe you just do some fun things that you want to do, and you know what, you might be like, I'm just going to go and have some fun. I'm going to do some things that I want to do, and if love happens, love happens. And by doing that, what we do is release resistance and obstacles, right? We really do put down our barriers a little bit, and we're just kind of like, whatever floats your boat, kitten. And, you just never know what little magic may come in. We've all heard of people, and they're like, as soon as I stopped looking for love, that's when I found it, or that's when it found me. There's a reason for that, right? And it's because it's like, I'm just going to be open to whatever comes my way. And then boom, magic starts to happen. So in the meantime, take care of yourself. We have cooperation coming in here, beautiful green energy attached to your heart chakra. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person has experience and value. This is where some wisdom may come into play. And we do have a number of planets retrograde. The first half of the month, we still have Mercury retrograde, and in the sign of Virgo, though. Okay, and Mercury is at home in Virgo. And so Mercury retrograde in Virgo, we can pay attention to details. We can just slow down things a little bit, and we can get a little bit of clarity. And anytime a planet is in retrograde, we embrace the re's, right? R-E. So reflect, renew, review, revive, revisit, right? All of those things. And in the Virgo energy, we clear out some things in this energy. We clear out doubts and fears and worries. We maybe even gain some understanding, because we got Jupiter going retrograde in Taurus on September 4th. So this can be where Jupiter is helping us, bringing us some luck and good fortune, but it's also expanding our world here a little bit. And, but it's bringing us wisdom. And in the Taurus Virgo energy, it's very down to earth, very practical, keeping you grounded and looking at the details. So you may come to some deep realizations here in the month of September if you haven't already. And this can actually really help you to manifest love into your life, right? We understand past things why something happened, or, we recognize that, okay, you know what, if this didn't happen, I wouldn't be who I am today. And there's that wisdom that's coming in there for you. So it's a beautiful energy, but I do feel there is a little bit of a cleansing, a clearing out for you guys here. We have commitment coming in. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Embrace love, embody love, give love, be love, right? And that way you attract love. Okay, so make a commitment to yourself, but I also do feel like they're in that energy that you are, if you want, you are attracting somebody towards you that will not shy away from commitment, if that's what you're looking for. Okay, somebody who's solid, stable, dependable, secure. All right, but at the very least, can make a commitment to yourself. I'm going to give myself a little bit more love every day. I'm going to keep my heart open. I'm going to find the good in things, even in the challenging situations. And it'll be amazing how your energy does shift when you do that, because ultimately you are embracing love. This is your energy right now, the Two of Cups. It's beautiful. The Two of Cups, you're coming into alignment with your higher self. You're really connecting with yourself on a deep spiritual and emotional level. You're finding balance in your life if you haven't already found it, and you are practicing the art of love. And you are attracting love to you. And you're not just attracting any love to you with the Two of Cups. You're attracting true love to you. You're attracting soulmate energy with that, and someone who can really be very complementary to you in that energy. It's like your counterpart in another person, right? And when we have people that complement us, sometimes they can be polar opposites, right? And it's like your energy plus their energy actually melds and molds in a really interesting way. This can be somebody where maybe if you're an introvert, they might be a little bit of an extrovert, and you can find the balance between the two within each other. And so it can actually be really positive in that way, but I also do feel like you're really attracting a very wonderful spiritual connection as I pull the Temperance card, the Queen of Wands, and the nine of Pentacles. So the Temperance card here does show some balance and some healing here. You're focusing on yourself. You're, really taking care of yourself here in this energy, but this is bringing you some healing. The Temperance card also does bring you patience. So I do feel that some of you are being very patient. Some of you sometimes may find a little bit challenging to be patient, but ultimately you're feeling a calmness within in this energy. Now, the Temperance card is also a guardian angel card, so spirit bringing forward someone to you, okay, that is going to very much complement your energy in an incredibly positive way. That spiritual connection, that soulmate connection, that true love, that blue love that comes in, the true blue love is what I should say in that. Now, this person could possibly be a Sagittarian person that you're attracting in, or that you've even in some cases got your eye on. And the Sagittarian energy is actually really quite interesting. Sagittarians are usually a little bit creative. They tend to have some very philosophical outlooks on life. They like their freedom, but they don't necessarily shy away from settling down, but it's got to be for a purpose. It's got to be for a reason. But they're probably also in touch with their spiritual self on this journey here as well. So it's a beautiful energy. So whether that's your energy or whether that's what you're setting intentions for to attract in, it is wonderful. We've got the Queen of Wands coming in here as well. So this can be your Sagittarian person, the fire sign energy. This can also represent the green light for Leo, right? With Venus in Leo. Venus is our planet of new beginnings, of love, of resources, and abundance. And in this energy here with the Queen of Wands, this is that big old green light to find that love, right? The Queen of Wands energy can be yours, okay, where you're feeling confident. We've got a Nine of Pentacles here as well. So you're feeling really confident in yourself. You've accomplished something here with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, it may be that on your quest for love, you've maybe put it on the back burner a little bit because maybe you wanted to get yourself in a place where you did feel ready and prepared to welcome love into your life. Maybe you've been working on some career goals here. The Nine of Pentacles is where we actually treat ourselves to something nice. Okay, we take care of ourselves a little bit, maybe buy ourselves something that we always wanted, or we treat ourselves to a little bit of a spa day or something like that, right? We just do something that's going to make make us feel good and make us feel a little bit luxurious in our energy. So maybe you do splurge on a haircut, or maybe you do take a couple of days off work and go into full-on sloth mode, and you just don't necessarily do anything because you just want to do something for you. So just like the self-love energy, the Nine of Pentacles can be where you're taking care of your own needs. But the Queen of Wands energy can also be you, right? You're feeling good, you're making some moves, you are very attractive to people at this time. You attract people towards you like a moth to a flame. The Queen of Wands is very open and very receptive, likes to have fun, does take action on things, okay? It's very kind of an inspirational kind of energy, very warm, welcoming, and honest, but is also very receptive. So I do feel like you're tapped into your feminine side of being receptive. But with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, I do feel that some of you have some sort of goal that you have recently accomplished or that you're going to accomplish in September. And I feel that once you get this wrapped up, there's the Nine of Pentacles, you're seeing something through to completion. I think here in this energy, once you get what you've been working towards, then it's going to be, all barriers down, right? And you're going to be very much ready to move forward with finding that love in your life. Now we've got the Page of Pentacles that's coming in here for you guys this month as well. All right. So it's a great energy. So first of all, the Nine of Pentacles up to the Page of Pentacles. This can be what some of you are working towards in your money, your career. You're getting something on track, or you're getting what you've worked so hard for, right? You can be getting a promotion, that raise, for some more financial stability. Maybe some of you are moving to a new home as well. And then that way you will feel a little bit more prepared and secure in yourself and more willing to share with others. Now, the Page of Pentacles can also represent something manifesting in your life here. This can represent some really good news and some positive things coming towards you. This can be invitations, gifts of all kinds, and it can even be the universe sending you a gift. And this is something new, something exciting for you, and this can be really positive for you. So it could be that new person, new connection, or maybe you get an invitation from a friend to go out and have some fun somewhere. Queen of Wands quite often is like a best friend energy. So maybe you have a best friend out there that is getting you out of your shell, getting you out into the open to meet new people. And it's like an offer that you on some level want to refuse, but ultimately can't refuse because they're quite persuasive in that Queen of Wands energy. Whatever it is, the Page of Wands is delivering you something really positive. Now, it may actually even be some wisdom, some information there. Okay. But I do feel here that you really do need to make sure that you're open and ready to receive, because we've got a Nine of Cups coming out here for you. Not only do we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have a Nine of Cups. This is when everything is coming into alignment for you, your dreams coming true, your wishes coming true. Now, it may be that you are getting a deeper level of understanding on things from your past, and this is you setting those intentions for what it is you want. You're making a wish, right? And in the month ahead, we've got a new moon in Virgo on the 14th, and then Mercury goes direct on the 15th and also in Virgo. So if you're doing any kind of contemplation or anything like that, revisiting things, maybe having a look back on your love life, right? That kind of thing. In the first part of the month, the middle part of the month is a big turning point for you, and you're setting those intentions, and you're really positive that something is going to work out for you, and you're putting your trust and faith in the universe. However, the Page of Pentacles with that Nine of Cups, oh yeah, some of you are getting something that you want. This is a time of harvest for you. This is a time to reap the rewards of your patience, and you've been patient for a long time, some of you. But we do have the Four of Pentacles here, so I do feel that for some of you, if you're working towards some sort of goal, I think you're going to get what it is that you've been working towards. And this is bringing you a higher energy of stability and security in your life. The Four of Pentacles can be where we've built a good foundation. We're feeling good. We're feeling like, all of our ducks are in a row. We've got all of our needs met. Maybe not everything that you want, but you've got everything that you need. And this is where you're just feeling like both feet are planted on the ground. The Four of Pentacles, though, is also an energy coming in where we really do need to recognize our value. Okay, this can be about your value. This can be about your your beliefs, the things you hold dear. Okay, so certain attributes, right? So if you're looking, at setting intentions, you're attracting new love in. What are the core values of somebody that you want? Forget about what you don't want, right? We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to put any wasted energy towards the stuff that you don't want. Why? Why dwell on it? Why pay more attention to it? We want to put all of our energy and influence into the things, the qualities in somebody that we want. Okay, so if you've been betrayed before, maybe now it's like, okay, thank you, universe, for sending me someone that I can trust fully, wholly, and completely. If you're looking for someone with financial stability rather than someone that's going to sponge off of you, thank you, universe, for sending me somebody who has financial maturity and financial stability and will enhance my life and in a very positive way. Right? So there's a big difference between focusing on what you don't want and focusing on what you want. And when we focus on what we want, we say thank you to the universe, because as soon as we set those intentions, it's already here. The Four of Pentacles, though, does come with a little bit of a caveat, okay, because it can represent holding on to something too tight. Now, this is the energy coming in for you. So we need to let go. Okay, we need to let go of resistance. We need to let go of some stubbornness, and we need to open up and be willing to allow someone in. All right, because otherwise we're trying to control everything, and we're a little bit closed off. And when we're closed off, we can't welcome in the new, right? And there's new on the horizon, right? So we do need to make sure that we are fully open in this energy. Now we do have the Ten of Swords coming in here as well, okay? Now the Ten of Swords here is in reverse. Letting go of pain, letting go of the past. This is bringing you in a little bit of freedom. This is bringing in, rather than a difficult, painful decision, an easy decision, right? So it's an easy decision to say yes when someone gives you an offer. It's an easier decision to open yourself up to love. It's an easier decision here to welcome help and support from your friends or from the people that care about you and want to help you out in some way. So I do feel here that there is like a release of previous pent-up energy. There's a release of resistance to love, right? You're breaking down barriers. You're breaking down walls here, right? So I do feel that there's someone coming towards you, okay, that will knock down those barriers. And it's like, it's like free and clear energy. It's like, oh my goodness, I didn't think that saying yes would be so simple, right? So easy, so you're not going to overthink, you're overanalyze, right? And why? Because the Nine of Cups, you've manifested this person in, okay? It's something that you want. And when we're in the Nine of Cups energy, it's very easy to recognize the really good things because it's our wish. It's what we wanted to attract in. And it's easy to recognize when it's that because it matches our energy. So it's a very complementary energy in that respect. I do feel that some of you here with the Nine of Cups, that you are setting intentions, okay, to attract love into your life. And you're feeling really good about where you are. You're cleansing out some old energies here. You're releasing the past. You're embracing the present. You're aligning yourself. We just need to make sure that you're not being too cautious there with that Four of Pentacles. But the Four of Pentacles can be really important in your path to love, though, because this can give you an energy of discernment. You don't have to say yes to every single connection, every single person that comes across your path. And in the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, it's like an easy yes or an easy no, right? Why? Because you're tapped in, you're tuned into your own energy, and it's a lot easier for you to recognize when something really wonderful is coming in here for you, or it's easy for you to recognize those red flags and go, haha, no way, Jose, catch you on the flip side, right? So it's a really good energy there that we've got coming in here for you. But I really do feel that some of you are having a sense of accomplishment in the month ahead, and it's something that you have worked hard to achieve, or you have spent a long time achieving, whether this is just your emotional health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your mental health, right? Whatever it is for you, right? We're getting in that temperance energy. We're calm, we're patient, and ultimately we're embracing some healing here, okay? Or you do have something very wonderful that you've worked hard for that will give you some more money and stability in your life, and then there you go. It's a turning point for you to find love. It's being greenlit. But the Nine of Cups does bring in wish fulfillment for some of you, and it does bring in a feeling of contentment, satisfaction, and happiness and joy for others. So it's a really great energy coming in. Communication might be a little bit of a challenge with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is here as your challenge energy. So pay really close attention to your throat chakra. You might want to do some, guided meditations or clear out some of your throat chakra. And the King of Swords in this particular position, it's a challenge. It's not a block, an entire block, and it's not completely in the reverse. So communication may start out in the beginning of the month, Mercury retrograde, to be a little bit of a challenge, and then it opens up later. So you may need to be a little bit discerning about, and patience, of course, about when you talk to someone and when you don't. You might just need to make sure that you are paying very close attention to how you communicate, because when the King of Swords is in the challenge position, this can indicate that there could be some communication snafus, maybe some misunderstandings, okay, or a delay in talking to somebody as well, right? You might have those messages where you start off a conversation or communicating with somebody if you're into online dating, that kind of thing, and then you don't hear from them for a few days or a week or something like that. And it might be something really quite innocent. Whenever we're establishing new connections, it can be really hard to say, well, what's the appropriate time frame before I hear back from people? Sometimes in this era of instant gratification and text messages, we need to remember emails and text messages are not urgent form of communication. And there's a lot of people that ignore text messages and they don't get back on their emails right away. They're busy, right? They're not necessarily tied to their phone. And so sometimes we need to remember that just because someone is delayed in responding back to you in a non-urgent form of communication doesn't mean they didn't get your message, and it doesn't mean that they're not going to talk to you or answer you back. What it means is that they're busy in that moment, right? And of course, if you just send someone a text message that just says, "Hey, good morning, just wanted to say hi," that may not necessarily be some sort of message that someone needs to respond to right away, although it would be nice, right? So there may be a little bit of difference in communication styles with somebody here with the King of Swords. And again, maybe you do start communicating with somebody and then all of a sudden they drop off the face of the earth. They may resurrect a little bit later, but you may have, I feel, more communication snafus the first part of the month when Mercury is in retrograde, and then middle of the month, boom, we've got that green light and communication gets a lot easier. All right. So the King of Swords can be someone that you're talking to. This can be someone new that you meet, okay, or it can just be communication in general. You might even be in a situation where you need to make the first move. You need to put yourself out there and you need to get the conversation started. And that might not necessarily be in your wheelhouse. That might not be your cup of tea all the time, right? And it's like, well, I'm not used to making the first move. But hey, sometimes in order to get what you wished for, sometimes we have to get the wheel moving in the right direction, right? So we have the Page of Pentacles again. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. All right, so I do feel with this here, I do feel that you're waiting for something and you've been working hard for something. So we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So probably you're spending a lot of time at work. Maybe you're really busy in this energy. The Eight of Pentacles is a very productive energy, and it is where we're working really hard and we're seeing the results of our labor. And we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. So I do feel that other than love, I do feel that some of you do have some sort of goal in mind. And with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, this can be a new job, a new position. Perhaps at the moment you already have a relatively new job and you really need to knuckle down in this Eight of Pentacles energy to really get your feet on the ground and really figure out the ropes, right? So this can reduce your time that you have to get out there and meet new people, right? Because you got some other goal in mind, okay? So this can just slow down some of your energy a little bit, but I feel as though if you're waiting for something, right? King of Swords, you're waiting for an interview, you're waiting for someone to call you back, something like that. I do feel with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, there's something really good coming your way, okay? Even if you have to wait a little bit longer for it. Page of Pentacles is, of course, as we already said, Page of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Okay, two of them coming out in your reading. And the Page of Pentacles can be in information, knowledge, offers, opportunity. It can be gifts of all kinds. The Ace of Pentacles, of course, we all know what this is. The Aces are always a yes. They're always good news. They're always an opportunity, bringing in fresh new energy for you. And so I feel here in the challenge position, it may be something that you just have to wait for a little while longer, right? So probably a little bit of patience is necessary in this energy, but it is a fantastic opportunity, right? This new, fresh energy, new beginnings, new everything. And so again, but with all these pentacles coming in here, the pentacles are a slower energy. It's earth energy. Earth energy is slow, unlike something like air energy, which is fast, right? So I do feel like there is something coming in here for you, but you might be playing the waiting game a little bit, especially in regards to love. I think if there's something here that you have a higher priority on at the moment, like your work, your money, your home, I think that here you're probably not going to 100% give yourself the green light to go out and meet new people until you've got this dealt with. And you could also be just, finding that work and things do get in the way. So perhaps you have an opportunity here to change your situation in some way, even if it's just something as relatively simple as putting up some boundaries, right? Finding a little bit of balance in your life, saying no to the overtime every once in a while, that kind of thing. But I do feel you're very goal-oriented here in this energy, and I do feel that you have an opportunity to reach your goal, whatever that looks like to you externally outside of love. I think there's something else there going on. So, but I do think that is something that's very positive, and I think that you have success that is on the table for you. You might even have a few different options and opportunities here, because we do have two Page of Pentacles coming in. So this can be a little bit of back and forth energy. Like first it's a yes and then it's a no. This can be multiple opportunities. And I mean, especially with the Ace of Pentacles thrown in there. So it's like, I'm getting everything that I've wished for, but I'm getting more than I've wished for, right? So, you may have to make some choices there. And with the King of Swords energy, this can be your energy you're embracing, and it's a very decisive energy. The King of Swords gets clarity, has a sense of purpose, and has a very definitive answers, right? Yes or no. Okay, there's not really a lot of gray area there. So, so you could be making some very interesting decisions, right? So very decisive energy though, in that. So I do feel like though that there's probably a turning point around the middle of the month when Mercury does finally go direct. Now, your overall outcome for your month, we've got the Chariot. So the Chariot is a wonderful energy. The Chariot is your energy, Cancer. Okay, it's your card. So I do feel here that whatever you are working on, whatever you're working towards, the Chariot shows victory, success, accomplishment. Why? Because of your drive, determination, and willpower to make things happen for yourself. Everything's aligning up for you. And yes, some of you really do. You're very much on the move, okay, with this energy. You've gotten what you've worked so hard to achieve. Now, the Chariot card is also one of movement, right? Moving to a new job, moving to a new house, that kind of thing. So I do think that for some of you, if that's been your priority, I think that you're going to be very much on the right track, or you are actually going to be making some physical moves. Now, the Chariot can also represent a vehicle. So perhaps, and especially since we've got the Queen of Wands over here, some of you may get an opportunity, an invitation from a friend or someone to perhaps go away on a vacation or go away on a weekend getaway, something like that. And this can be where a little bit of magic happens for you. Might be where you meet somebody, or maybe they invite some friends that you don't necessarily know, and you can make some new connections that way. All right. Or you are in the Nine of Pentacles energy, you're treating yourself to something new. New car, a vacation, something that's going to make you feel really good. something that you deserve, by the way. Okay, you're giving yourself a little bit of a reward in that energy. But the Chariot energy is about you feeling confident, feeling bold and brave, knowing that there's something out there for you. You're incredibly positive in this energy, and it's off to the races you go, right? So a lot of movement when we get that Chariot card, which is good because we've got a little bit of a slower energy coming in here. Now, the Chariot energy can also be a fellow Cancerian, okay, that some of you might meet. And this can be your true love, your counterpart in another person. Okay. Now, they might not necessarily be a Cancer sun sign. They might have Cancer placement somewhere else in their chart. And this can actually be where, they really complement you in some way, right? Maybe where you're emotional, they're practical, or where you are confident, maybe they need a little bit of a pick-me-up, right? So we do have a little bit of complementary energy there, but everything's coming into alignment for you. The Chariot card is a card of victory and success, yes. It is one of moving forward, yes. It is one of things coming into alignment for you, 100%, but it's also a card of destiny. It's written in the stars here, Cancer. So I do think that divine timing is very much playing a huge role, as it quite often is with a lot of things in our life. So, and especially with love, and especially, when we're manifesting people into our lives, right? That, divine timing is everything, right? Timing is everything, right? Not only do you have to be ready for love, but also someone else does too. Right? So stars are aligning for you with that Chariot card. And I do think that there's a little bit of mystery of magic in the air. But we do have the King of Swords coming up again. So where there's been challenges in communication and talking to people, boom, green light for you with this King of Swords. If you've been feeling as though you've had communication issues with somebody new that you meet, this is where you get things back on track. This can also be a person that you're talking to with the King of Swords. And this person is very intellectual. They are a very logical thinker. They're highly intelligent. They're very well read. They're very honest and truthful. They know what they want. And they have no qualms about speaking their mind, right? About telling you what they're looking for, telling you what they're thinking, right? Or asking questions. They're really good at that too. Very decisive kind of person as in that King of Swords. So very interesting energy. All right. Yeah. And you know what? That's actually not the King of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords. But still the same kind of thing, right? Maybe not quite as mature, but we do have this little deck. It's so hard to see sometimes, but it is a very swift, decisive kind of energy in here. Okay, so I do think those lines of communication are opening up for you. You're taking action. Someone else is taking action. Again, where we've been stuck, we open up. Someone is speaking to you. Someone's telling you their truth. Okay, and it's they're very persuasive in this energy. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here as well. First we assess and then we move forward. The Seven of Pentacles can be one where first we think about a strategy, we put a plan in place, and then we decide what to do. Are we really headed in the right direction, or do we need to do something a little bit different? So this is where maybe you're, thinking about a different approach. Or how you can move forward a little bit more swiftly. That Knight of Swords, very swift energy. But the Seven of Pentacles can be a time of harvest for you as well. All right, harvesting, reaping your rewards, living your best life, right? And it's like, okay, now I've had this accomplishment in my career path or in my home life, right? And now I'm looking and I'm like, okay, now how do I find love to just round out all of my successes, right? So whether you're reaping the rewards, harvesting your previous manifestations, meeting people, getting what it is you want, or whether you are figuring out where to go next, what actions do I need to take to move myself a little closer to love, I think you're going to be figuring out some answers. But we do have the Eight of Wands here as well, and the Eight of Wands can represent travel. Okay, also, so maybe you have a quick trip, somewhere, a little weekend getaway or something, or maybe something a little bit impromptu. right? So, your friend calls you up and says, hey, you know what? You got some time? We're going to go away for a few days. You want to join us? And it might leave tomorrow or in a couple of days. And you're like, yeah, let's go. Let's go have some fun. So the Eight of Wands can represent travel. The Eight of Wands does also represent a buzz in the air and some really good news. So you could have some really positive lines of communication. All these lines of communication are opening up for you in this energy. And the Eight of Wands is quite often tied to your previous manifestations. Okay. And so something coming in, something blossoming for you, the love, the connections. And let's face it, I mean, love, we got a lot of pentacles coming out here, right? And yes, we have the potential for love, but it's got to start somewhere. It's got to start with a physical connection, right? Or two people meeting face to face kind of thing. There's only so much you can learn about a person on the internet or on the phone or on emails or text messages, right? Eventually we do have to meet face to face, right? Because it's that chemistry that we've got, right? And we can really kind of clear out any kinds of doubts when we meet people face to face. So, but I think here that you do have something that is really positive that's happening. The Eight of Wands also reminds you about setting intentions, right? The energy that you put out there, okay, it really does hit its mark. It hits its target. So be very careful about what kind of energy that you are putting out there, because sometimes we can put out, if we're feeling down, if we're feeling negative, or if we're focused on too much on what we don't want, okay, your powers of manifestation are very strong here. So if you put your energy towards things you don't want, what's going to happen is that's the energy that's going to amplify for you. And we don't want to amplify the crap that you don't want. We want to focus on the stuff that you want to blossom and grow and amplify in your life. So just remember that when you're setting intentions, either consciously or subconsciously, okay, just be aware of your own energy, because things are heating up, things are speeding up for you, things are happening quite quickly. There might be a few little starts and stops for you, all right, but things are opening up. Those doors for love are opening up for you even if you don't have an actual physical connection this month, okay? There's something there coming in for you fairly shortly, so keep your eye on the prize and be willing to put yourself out there and meet those new people. But the Eight of Wands is typically very exciting kind of energy. It's also a very busy energy as well. All right, so just keep that in mind, okay? So, a little bit of mystery and a little bit of magic coming in here for you. And we start out with the can you hear me? Can you hear me? Communication issues. Hello, can anyone hear me? I'm talking. Okay, are you going to answer me? Did you get my message? Did you not get my message? And this can be, kind of to a person, or it can be to the universe, right? Like, hello, are you listening? Yes, the universe is listening. We see that Eight of Wands coming in here. So this can be an energy where there's a little bit of confusion or doubt around some form around communication. Okay. So some of you might even feel a little bit lost, because the can you hear me can be a little bit of confusion in your own head. What do I want? Where do I see myself going? Kind of people are out there, right? So, you're maybe trying to get a little bit of clarity in this energy. The can you hear me energy can also carry with it a little bit of loneliness as well. And so, a lot of you are in this energy that's showing up here. You've been very focused on yourself, very focused on your goals, and why not, right? Because, you got to rely on numero uno. And so if you are feeling a little bit lonely in this energy, feeling as though there's no one around to talk to, and if someone, of course, does give you, an invitation or something, even if it's something that you wouldn't normally do, get out there and socialize, right? Because it can really elevate your energy. And this is where we, enter a higher vibe, right? And then you can meet new people and things like that. And sometimes we can have a chance encounter. Remember, we do have the Chariot card there. So when we are talking about destiny, right? Fated events, that kind of thing, anything can happen. Any place, anytime, anywhere, and usually something completely accidental, or what feels accidental. Okay. Now we have Mermaid's Love coming in here as well, and this is beautiful. It's mystical and magical. This is bringing in your true love, your soulmate energy. This is what's being activated for you at this time, so don't lose faith. Don't give up hope. keep an open mind, keep that open heart. And in the meantime, right, put yourself out there, get out and meet new people. Focus on the qualities of people that you do want, but also keep an open mind as well, because quite often what will happen is the universe will deliver a connection, a person to you that is what you need, and which sometimes is a little bit different than what you want or what you envision in your mind. So we have to keep that open mind, open heart, and especially when we're talking about soulmates, because there's a lot of things in our human existence that just don't matter. And sometimes that soulmate connection really does defy logical explanation. It can be a difference in age, a difference in faith. It can be a difference in our life path, like where we've been, what we've done, right? So keep that open mind there, because you just never know what love may actually really and truly look like for you. I'm going to leave that there for you, Cancer. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some way. If there was, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you are seeing this reading by August 31st, I do have a contest going on my channel to win a free personal reading if you are interested. And if you are seeing this by August 31st deadline, then like this video, subscribe to my channel because it is for subscribers. Leave a comment in the box down below that says I am abundant. I will announce the winner of that contest on September 4th. But if you miss it, and if you see this reading after that deadline, not to worry. Keep your eyes and ears peeled on my channel. Hit the notification button there as well, and I will be having another contest, so this is not your only chance. All right, so I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful September, and I will see you guys later. Bye.